everyone, welcome back to the epilogue for Season 1 of Wartales. Thank you for joining me on my journey so far. I would really appreciate it if you could please hit the subscribe button and hit a like if you do like the content that I'm showing. I would also appreciate it if you could let me know of any comments, suggestions on how I can make this series, not just this series, but any playthrough more enjoyable for you. If you have any suggestions on Season 2 of Wartales, or on a playthrough of another game, please do let me know. That'll be awesome. Now, what I'd like to do in this epilogue is just to show you where we've caught up to. So in the last episode, the final episode, which is episode 100 of Season 1, we pretty much completed all the regions, the scenario quests in all the regions. We explored most aspects. I don't think I've missed anything. So we have a look here. Basically, we've pretty much finished everything in Drumbach. We have a dig site. We just didn't complete that for the Roust pitch. We also went to Tiltron. There's the sail away that we just can't complete. That can only be completed if I purchase the Pirates of Bilerion DLC. County of Arthes. Crime and Chaos, that's related to the Path of Crime and Chaos. I have not bothered to complete that. And the Buried Memories. Now I need an ornate key, but I can't seem to find one, so I've left that as is. Virtuous Province, everything's completed except for Roust. Another Roust match. And supposed to find from the Fellowship of Knowledge another treasure. Again, I have not gone on to finish that. Grimir Province has been completed. Luton is completed, except again for a Roust match. And Mount Atlas, everything is completed. So what I did, as you can see in Mount Atlas, I went ahead and went to the Arena of Legends. And I completed the path for Power and Glory, as you can see in the path here. Power and Glory, max level reached. But not just that, I've unlocked every single point here, which means I've also completed the final quest for level 12, as is similar to trade and craftsmanship. Everything is selected. So that's where I'm at with that. Now, in terms of how I've gone with my Steam achievements, I'd like to share them with you too. So I managed to get 97 out of 146. Not too bad. The 146 includes the DLC Pirates of Bilerion, so I think it's not too bad. And I've quite enjoyed the fact that I managed to play the game through without looking up any guides or assistance. Over the month that you have joined me on this journey, I really thank you for that. And it's really made me, I guess, really appreciate this game more. In the past, I used to just look up guides and find the maximum or best tactic and just play it, and that didn't really give me a challenge, and now I've really appreciated having to do this. Now you see that some of them I've unlocked in January, which is before this playthrough, and that's because I just tried to play 1 or 2 sessions, didn't venture very far because I kind of gave up again. But since starting this YouTube channel, it's really pushed me to finish this, and I'm really proud of it. So thank you. Now, in terms of where else we're at, we also did, as a result of completing all the tombs, if I go to the Codex Management, we found all the codexes. Right? There was one that we missed out from Grimir region, or Grimir province. Again, we went back to the tomb in Grimir province here, and we found it, luckily. And as a result of finding it, what we could do is we could actually visit all these sepulchre doors. As you can see here, there's one here, there's one in Virtuous Province, there is actually one in Tiltron. Almost considered 2 because there's also one here, but I guess that is the Mount Atlas Independent State, so there's another one here. And Luton has one too. Doing that gives you a lot of access to some legendary belts. And I'll show you some of them here that I have packed away. You can see here, Mahit's Ivory Horn. So they're named after all the, I guess, people, deities that the tomb is for. You have Dagon's tablature, you have Narcissus Net, you have no, this is not, and you have Horon's Soundbox. Alright, so those are the benefits you get from completing all that. It would have been nicer if we could complete them before the end of the game, I guess, because that just means we can't fully utilize the benefits of it. What else? The other thing I've done is in my camp, from this workshop tab of the compendium, I've pretty much built every single camp tool, as you can see here. Everything's built. And I've got them here. So here is the gurney, which is great. It's awesome. You can just put someone, make them lie down, for example, like this, and they'll get rid of the injury over time. I also have a production line. There is the meat drying rack. There is the tanning rack. There is the brewing vat, and also the beehive. Now, the tanning rack and the brewing vat, sorry, not the brewing vat, the meat drying rack, I didn't realize you could actually put corpses in there. And from the corpses, you can generate 2 cured meat and also grease. That's because I've upgraded the tanning rack. So that's pretty full as well. In terms of my companions, I started off on the journey with 4, obviously. Now, we had a lot of deaths, we had to hire a few people, but over time, we've grown from 4 to, I don't know, that's a row of 5. Each row, that's 5, that's 25, right? Of that 25, I only really have 20, because I have 5 horses that are just used for carrying goods that I have gathered or earned or received from battles. So I really only have 14 human companions and 6 animals as part of my battle party. So that's where we landed. Now the people who've been with us from the beginning of time is really Lauline and Deguena. Lauline's probably the earliest ever, and then Deguena. We went through a few regions where a few died. Luden was the worst, where we lost 7, but that's where we ended up. In terms of the compendium, in the knowledge section, I pretty much unlocked almost everything except these 3. Now I don't know how to unlock them, so if someone could point me in the right direction, would love to know for the next playthrough. Workshop, again, everything for the camp is done. There are a few recipes I have not purchased. These I just haven't bothered unlocking. For this one, I suspect you have to unlock this to get this. And again, recipes that I've just missed out on. For the blacksmithing, for the anvil, everything's unlocked except for a couple of armor layers. Again, probably missed out at the tracker's camp. Again, haven't bothered crafting all these because we're at the end of the game. Same thing with cooking. I have unlocked everything except for a few recipes here and there that I need to find and purchase. And finally, apothecary table. Again, based on recipes that I don't have, this is probably something I'll pay more attention to in my next playthrough. And they're all just recipes that I just haven't unlocked. Now, all these belt accessories, you will unlock them if you complete and actually craft all these different oils. And the belts are just meant to supplement or complement the oils. So that's pretty much it on my journey. I really enjoyed the game. I can't wait to play the Pirates of Belerion. I might wait until the DLC comes out in April for the next release, which is about the taverns. Giving you different functionality for taverns. You can actually run a business, which sounds interesting at first. So we see how we go. And I also take a little bit of a break, maybe a week, because I have been churning out about 20-25 videos each week, as I really want to get some content out there. So what's next? I will be releasing a short beginner's tip guide. Now, I'm not an expert at this game. I don't profess to know every single thing about this game, but it's really tips on, run first, what I find has been useful for me if I were to play this game again. The other thing I like to do is also perhaps either start Season 2 or another game, or maybe a combination of both. We'll see how we go. So thank you once again for joining me. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.